Daniel and Firstkiller played in a best of 7 1v1. This is one of the final matches for Johnnyboi Salt Mine for North America. This is completely his event. I'll put his channel down in the description. Please go show him some love. We just did a watch party for it, and it was an absolute blast. Insane series. Buckle up. Leave a comment. Timestamp your favorite moment if you enjoyed the video. Leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. But let's just get right into it. It's game 1 with Firstkiller and Daniel. We're just getting right into it, baby. Best of 7.
This is
Let's
an
go.
elimination match.
Let's
the winner
go.
Of this will be
What a
up,
flick.
adding $2,500 to their prize money, and will be advancing to the grand final of Salt Mine 3 North America. And I think, yeah, Daniel is going to be the guy with the edge. But I've got to say edge. I do think Firstkiller is going to keep this very close. He is the defending champion of Salt Mine 3, or rather of Salt Mine North America, here to defend his
Nice
title.
pop. Might be open for Dan the man. Open net. He's got it.
Daniel
Daniel.
opening the scoring though. Firstkiller dives back corner and doesn't make contact on the ball. And stylistically, these guys are kind of similar. I think that the one thing that they've got in common is that they like to, you know, counter.
I want to see Firstkiller farm Daniel. Really? I do think I'm rooting for Firstkiller, but I would like it to be close. I would love a good 6 or 7 game series here.
The best NA players have usually lean towards, oh, that's almost hitting for Daniel for 2-0. They've always leaned towards preserving their own boost total more than reducing their opponent's boost total. Obviously, there's a bit of both. Like that's something all players are going to try and do, preserve their
easy save for Firstkiller.
Hindering their opponents. But yeah, Firstkiller and Daniel love to just have a lot of boost, and they don't really mind if their opponent has 100 boost as much.
I think as well as there's a lot more long shots in North America.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like NA bangs the ball away a lot more.
They not as. It's just a different style. I think it's certainly more. It's more flashy. It's more showy. Stuff like this. Look at Dan gets the reset. It threatens the bump as well. Not sure if he landed the bump or it was just enough to.
That dodge control was so clean right there. That dodge was so nice.
Pushes through. Yeah, he does get the bump.
What a play, dude.
Would have probably
had
that goal line save. Dan starting so strong, and as we said, this man he's just a winner. It's a moment at least.
I know I missed a lot of gifts on TikTok. Barman, thank you for the GG. Cam, Ilya, Maverick, Bailey, and Lewis, thank you for all the gifts, guys. I appreciate y'all being there.
What form to expect from him in Salt Mine 3, because coming into it, he obviously had a pretty disappointing 1v1 run at Gamers 8. That's, you know, a different type of 1v1 tournament where you're only getting 1 game or maybe 2 games in a best of 7 or a best of 5 as 1v1, and the rest are 3v3 or 2v2. So I don't think that's an indication of Daniel's true ones level at that time. But yeah, both these guys have peaked at the right time.
They're just open? No, good save. That was risky from Firstkiller.
They were, you know, being challenged in North America a lot. Players like Chronic were actively challenging them for dominance, and plenty of other players as well.
Well played from Daniel.
Now they're back on top, and the winner of this will be the favorite in the final. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, you just think that right now, at least
for Firstkiller. He's on the board, baby.
Firstkiller, if there's anyone, Johnny, it's going to be the man that really is farmed the salt mine of the past.
How did not get bumped there, dude?
He owns every single
I really thought he was getting bumped.
Yeah, the only Salt Mine that Firstkiller didn't win was Salt Mine 1, the global finals. We were able to get a global element of Salt Mine 1, which was possible because it was Middle East, NA, EU players, which is playable online somewhat. But it's not possible this time around because, yes, the integration of South American players, it's actually not playable to do South America versus Middle East online. You just cannot do that. So there's no way to do a global tournament for this one.
Nice dodge. All right, we're all tied up.
Something unofficial.
Okay.
Depending on how far. If Diaz wins this whole thing, then,
he's a problem.
he's going to throw a spanner in the works, but congrats to him. Firstkiller's tied up here. Daniel tried to trip him, but it didn't do anything. And at halftime, we're at a 2-2 game. Very clean game so far by both players, which is not surprising. I think these guys have got a lot of respect for each other, and they don't think that they've got a massive mechanical advantage over one or the other. So expect to see players.
Just give me a good 7-game series, man. Come on.
Play for those big out plays. There's one from Firstkiller. As soon as Daniel starts to challenge, he launches the flip reset and the flip over.
Look how he sets him up for it as well. He gets the reset early and then just holds it until Dan commits. And then
so well played, dude.
He probably would have beaten whoever was sitting in net as well if it was a 2s game.
The 2s game, it doesn't matter. It's still going in.
It had that much power on it, so Firstkiller.
Daniel gets a boost.
Gets the lead for the first time here. Game number 1 is Dan now pops it
Nice
up.
Bob. What a save.
Does get some sort of a bump that throws Firstkiller off, but watch guys go wide. Look at
save.
Firstkiller straight away.
Save.
Dan throws himself. He recognized the danger that was upon him. He gets a touch in there.
Yeah, super close there from Daniel, but really a great save to pre-jump.
Might be open for Daniel.
In that position, Daniel.
Oh,
getting
you can't
pre-jump by
get it.
first go,
Daniel
but the
ties it
glancing
up.
blow, I think only changed the color of the trail. Oh, it didn't even do that. You know, he didn't get enough of a touch on it. Daniel with sufficient power. That's something else you're like.
That was so close. Good shot from Dan.
All series long.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot more long shots, and I don't know if that's just less positional play than the European region, Johnny. Like they recognise there's some more gaps in their positioning, or it's just the space that North America tends to give, just in terms of play-style matchups. But obviously, it's very
it's all stylistic, of course. You know, we have seen Daniel match up a bunch against EU players in the past, and even recently, and he has done well. On occasion, he's done poorly on others. Firstkiller as well. You know, we've seen him match up on EUs historically. And, you know, it's always competitive, so, you know, just because, you know, you see different styles from one region, it's not necessarily good or bad. It's just that's the play style.
Good save from Dan. No
that's
demo.
One of my favorite things that keeps me interested in 1v1 over the years, and you know, it has me more interested now than ever before. Is
it's a high shot.
Yeah, are viable with the physical plays, the controlled players, the just freestyle type of players, the ground game experts. Really, so many.
Oh, no demo?
Different styles are viable
no maidens?
in this game mode.
Yeah, and I think it's just the same as the RLCS. You can watch different regions, but no one really knows who is the best until they all come together. So hopefully we'll see what happens. Maybe, you know, if Psionics are listening, Johnny, we can get some sort of a 1v1 World Championship land.
Yeah, that's it's always the hope, isn't it, that we'll get some kind of official World Championship. Of course,
Daniel, 150, he's got
Daniel
the
takes the
lead.
play. That's a massive dunk on Firstkiller, who was struggling a little bit for position. He went for an in and out save mainly for momentum here. He didn't lack boost. He just wanted the momentum to propel himself into Daniel. But he covered high. Daniel went low. Leads with 28 seconds to go.
And Firstkiller come back here.
He's got the mid boost.
I thought he was going to win that kickoff, but Firstkiller with the bump just stops all the momentum. Dan
He was up early.
Firstkiller.
Oh, what a touch! How does he get a piece of that, dude?
How does he get the counter
What a
attack?
save.
Firstkiller throws himself 10 seconds. FK needs to get to work. Dan trying to shut this one down. Just staying on the ball, delaying his flip.
Dan's
There
playing
it is.
this
Look at
so
him
well.
just icing this one out. The bumps
No
are coming
boost.
through. Dan
Surely
with that
that'll do
boost,
it.
you
No
should
way.
think you might just get one more for fun.
Oh!
Put that one down. Oh, dunk Firstkiller to get 5.
Daniel.
Oh, it's a beautiful play by Daniel. Of course, he
What a
knows
play.
Firstkiller's got absolutely no boost to play with, so this dunk going anywhere but up.
One game in the books, and it's Daniel taking the series lead up 1. Game 2, Firstkiller Daniel. Daniel up 1-0.
Listen to our podcast.
It was a pretty close game
Make
2.
fun of Rizzo. Me and Johnny are really funny.
Wait, is that? Did you actually consider that's impressive? I feel like that's a great summary.
Thumbs up from the producer. Oh, it was 11.
Fun of Rizzo.
Oh,
Johnny are
Stop.
really funny. No, it's 10.
W in chat. That's a 10-word pitch. And if you aren't signed up to Patreon, what are you doing? Get involved in the
What a
podcast because
save.
Dan's putting a bar down in
What a
Game
save.
2 of the
What a
Salt Mine
flick.
North
I'm
American
toxic.
Finals.
What a flick, dude.
11. Wait, what am I counting wrong?
Crazy
That's a perfect
flick.
by Daniel Firstkiller.
Oh my goodness.
Was waiting to see if it would bounce outside of the goal after hitting the crossbar, but it's just perfectly in from distance.
I feel like it's 10. I'm really distracted by this now. I know we've got a 1v1 of the highest order going on.
Somebody type it out. Just type it out. We want to read it. Type it out in the chat. Oh, did you say and? Oh, and would make it 11.
Oh, I didn't know. That's not a part of the sales pitch. We're going to have to put a little...
Yeah, that wasn't
Uh-oh.
part of that was not part of the sales pitch. That's just connecting word.
Firstkiller's got no boost, dude.
Conversational type thing. So you're fine. 10. Don't worry about it. Started.
Yeah, we don't believe you guys.
Bro, like, they're just banging the ball back and forth.
Firstkiller's back in time.
They're just giving away possession.
Nice little first goal on the board for Dan, and as we said, he's probably the favourite. You have to say he's the favourite coming into this one, but you know, it's kind of like the old guard. I mean, Firstkiller is just wins everything, so you cannot ever count him out of these ones. It's purely based on current form, I'd say.
Yeah. No one ever took Firstkiller's ones thrown in NA. He kind of just relinquished it. And a lot of the best NA ones players over the years have done so. They've kind of just relinquished their throw and stopped playing the game mode or taking a break from the game mode as Firstkiller did. And Daniel was the first guy to come and really assert himself as that next dominant player in NA after Firstkiller kind of stopped playing for a bit. But now that he's back, you can see he's maintained that level and he is still competing for that. Yeah,
wait.
It's very close games. Yeah. 1 goal difference game 1, 1 goal difference game 2 so far, but both in favor of Daniel.
Yeah, Dan's.
Nice finish from Daniel.
He gets the reset, gets the fake. Firstkiller is sideball on the backboard.
Holly, I appreciate you. Hope you have a good rest of your night.
Look at Dan, he's just so threatening. Once he gets that reset, and he just sees Firstkiller commit to the high touch. Then he knows he just has to get that good 50.
Can FK bounce back? Plenty of game left. Plenty of game left.
It is best of 7. All games today have been and will be a best of 7, but certainly want to be starting strong here, which is what Firstkiller is up against. A Dan that is in form.
And so far, they have been extremely similar with their playstyle, as expected. Playing very, very safe Rocket League. Very
good boost grab from FK. It's open for him.
Yeah. This time, Firstkiller does
on the board. He's on the board.
Both going for, and gets his first goal of the game. Yeah, I wonder if either one of these players is going to make the playstyle change up, CJ. Who would you think it would be? Because you know, they've been very consistent with their style over the years. But you know, if someone's going to have that change up in them, who do you think it would be? What do you think they would go for?
I think they're just going to keep on butting heads. Like,
you think so?
Like 2 old boys that are just they're stubborn. Firstkiller, we know he's got speed. Honestly, he's still it's ridiculous now. A few years later, Firstkiller
it's a heavy touch. There's not much you can do.
Get to the ball.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And anyone at least
that was too heavy a touch
that I've seen and certainly played against. But here's Dan. Firstkiller's missed the boost.
Yeah.
Will miss that corner as well. But yeah, I'd say they're just going to.
Nice
reset bar down. That is absolute perfection to get it over the top, but still in the net.
Yeah, again, Daniel with the late reset. This time it looked like Firstkiller was expecting.
That's so hard to keep it down.
Suddenly Daniel's got the reset and he slots it. You know, we've seen plenty of resets skied into the bar today, but so far Daniel has kept his squarely within the post and the crossbar.
He's won the kickoff again. Couple of pads.
Nice flick, Daniel!
Firstkiller lands on it accidentally. It's gone in net. An accidental own goal. We didn't see too many of those so far today, but well, FK.
I mean, Daniel had it anyway. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't matter.
He was in big trouble anyway. Dan was circling like a shark, but 4-1 to Daniel on the brink of a 2-0 in the series.
Yeah, tough there from Firstkiller. Great flick by Daniel. I know
Rezen with the 6-month resub. Thank you, brother.
Shadowing.
Appreciate you, boss. Hope you're doing well.
Shot wide, but now Daniel's got 100 boost at the far side of the box, and he's taking his time here. Low 50 attempted. Daniel.
Too easy for. Oh my goodness, he almost saved it.
Firstkiller got a piece of it, but not enough. Daniel's running away with game 2.
I mean, if we talk about playstyle change-ups, I'd love to see Firstkiller just perhaps pick up the pace a little bit. I think he's respecting Dan a little bit too much here, and we know how fast Firstkiller can be. I just think when you give Dan that much time, he's pretty good at choosing that best option, the most efficient.
Firstkiller does kind of need to wake up and find it. He's just getting shut down.
He's just a little bit passive in net. Right now, as you can see again, he's backing off. He's happy to go deep, but that's what Dan can do. He fakes him again, reset in the net. Firstkiller giving him so much time. We could be on the brink of a Brazil.
Yeah, Daniel just has.
What a 50, dude. He's just stronger.
Because he's always threatening multiple things. He's got the reset to threaten a high shot. He's able to threaten the low 50, which in this case works. Full control on display from Daniel. Firstkiller has not been able to stop him so far.
All right, can we get some winnables in the chat?
That's a very important
winnable
goal because it indicates
it's a winnable.
Firstkiller's still thinking. He's still fighting with the kickoff game, which you need to be in your favor if you're going to come back from this kind of deficit.
It is winnable.
As we said, every
one goal at a time.
Get the opportunity to turn it into 2 if you can execute that kickoff, get pressure, get boost and ball control.
There you go. That's what you need.
Firstkiller, well, he does win that boost, but Dan keeping him honest here. Great demo from Firstkiller. There we go. There's possession back. He's going to grab that corner boost, take it upstairs. Dan pre-jumps, reset, inbound, shot, open. Can he just slide it?
No,
He has just not got around it, Johnny. He's on the wrong side of the ball.
Yeah, he slowed it down. Daniel was, reading it late, but
oh my goodness, that was a screamer.
Anyway, now Daniel's hit the bar with a flick. Firstkiller gets another chance at it inside the final minute. He needs to be scoring soon, though. It's another mind game. Daniel reads it perfectly. The late shot to the bottom corner, easily blocked.
Like it might be GG
Daniel's
for
not
game 2.
Take any risks jumping early for this. Just lets the clock do the work for him. Plays for the boost advantage and stops Firstkiller one more time.
Kind of nice.
He shoots across the goal again.
Yeah,
Daniel's on fire. No, Daniel, please. That would have been disgusting.
Perhaps expecting Firstkiller to get the touch, or perhaps just knowing that 30 seconds left and up 4 goals is all he needs to do is keep this ball out of the net. Firstkiller's dunked the cross, the clear across the net.
Winnable.
Back to 3.
Yeah, it's a monster dunk by Firstkiller.
Perfect dunk. Wow.
Daniel's clear attempt. And
that was kind of nice. That was kind of nice.
Like we keep saying, he needs kickoffs to go in his favor here. Not necessarily in kickoff goal territory, but still needs a strong possession. Should be getting one here, actually, which is going to result in a chance to score. He has to score here, though. And
what a save, dude. That's just GG. That's just GG.
Going to be losing game 2 as well.
Yeah, he didn't get the boost either there. We're disappointed with that one.
Oh, he missed.
Dan is just flicking it for fun over here, taking the ball back.
It's all
the time off
Daniel in game 2.
As you said, it's best of 7.
Still a lot of the series left. But dude, Daniel looks red hot right now. He's got a 2-0 series lead. But it's best of 7. We still have plenty of the series left. We'll see if Firstkiller bounces back here.
Right now, he needs to get the win.
A lot of you guys are saying that Firstkiller needs to don the octane, but he's still in the Fennec.
First goal in 4 seconds.
Yeah, it's Firstkiller with the wave dash recovery kickoff, something he added to his game somewhat recently, and he's already very good at it. Any kind of advantage like that should be something Firstkiller absolutely spams. He's just going to keep doing it if he finds any window where he can gain an advantage, and he does it again here. Daniel, 2 kickoff losses in a row. This was not a direct goal, but Firstkiller still had a strong possession, which he hasn't really used all that well on this occasion.
FK trying to control this one. Dan's tracking all the way back. Gives a bit of space this time for Firstkiller. Again,
good save, good save.
For the bounce through. We'd love to see him get a little bit closer and force Dan to make a decision on the challenge right now.
Newbow with the 6 months, homie. Appreciate the reset, man. Hope you're having a good week. Thanks for the love.
Stake out from Firstkiller. Here he is again, still on the ball, FK. He's going to try and get a bump. Still staying around. That's a great 50-50. Where did Dan land? Straight on the ball. Firstkiller, no boost, has to track back. Oh, what a flick as well from Dan. There's the equalizer. Firstkiller, as soon as he looked to shape up for the challenge, which is what we want him to do.
Oh, Natrium is in the chat, buddy. I've been following the updates a little bit.
Initially, what he's done there
Hope you are doing as well as you can be right now, brother. Good to see you.
Reverse into a challenge, but that was the exact moment that Daniel was looking to flick the ball, so it didn't work out. Still, I like that.
That's just a kickoff goal for Daniel, though. He's up 2-1.
Tried to put some pressure on Daniel because Daniel is, he's really hit a good stride right now. So you have to get in his face. You can't just keep letting him make plays uncontested. Even if Firstkiller didn't get a save there, what's happening if he backs off? Maybe Daniel doesn't flick and he just scores from close range anyway. I'm glad to see Firstkiller fighting for that midfield a lot more since Daniel wins his second kickoff of the game. And it's
Daniel.
1 foot reset.
Nice dunk, dude. Daniel's on fire.
Denies Firstkiller's
My goodness.
And makes it, I think, another nightmare scenario for Firstkiller, because he just hasn't had an answer to Daniel's aerial offense.
3-1 now, and again, it was Firstkiller 4 seconds into the game getting the lead, but since then, Daniel was just so quick to assume control of a series, of a game. He's doing so again here.
Here we go. Maybe a little answer. Backboard open.
This is an automatic double. I'm putting this in the box.
Oh,
it's far down. It's almost. It's actually worked really well. I think Dan might have had the save.
He might have.
The bar down has helped him out.
Yeah, Daniel knows that Firstkiller's always hitting
automatic.
Those. Yeah, he knows Firstkiller hits that, so he actually
I also like Cheese. I also like Cheese. I think they could be a good team.
Firstkiller for once hit the bar. Firstkiller might have tried to play that closer to the bar intentionally, maybe to get that option.
No.
So the further downwards he hits that, the closer to the wall it will stay. Daniel never did. Nice save. The recovery's slow.
Just
Firstkiller fires it right at
greedy
him.
shot.
Though maybe not the best placement there. Still a much better game. Competitive in the mid game. Firstkiller gets into the
nice
air.
50.
On Daniel, and it
Firstkiller
works out.
ties it.
Stuffs Daniel's
Okay.
clear. And we are all tied up.
I didn't love the first shot from Firstkiller, but he got the possession back to follow up, and that's better. Forced Daniel to make the challenge. He had the reset, had the recovery over Dan. Got the goal for it. Back to 3-3. That's a great response from FK. He has to win this game midfield. In game number 3, he doesn't want to have to reverse sweep Daniel of all players. He's won another kickoff.
Yeah, if Firstkiller doesn't win this game, it's GG's. It just has to be GG's. No way anybody is taking 4 straight games off of Dan the man.
Firstkiller. In a great spot. Dan making a last-ditch save. He's a slow recovery. Should
Such
be a free shot.
a
Puts it
good
behind. Face the
placement,
right
dude.
side. And goes left.
This is so smart, man. Daniel thinks he's going top right, so he slots it bottom left. Dude, that's so smart. That is so smart. Not just to think that, but to disguise the shot. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's just, man, that's just so well played.
Series. Can Daniel come back in this game? He's got a boost seal lined up. Firstkiller still pathing over small pads though, and staying active on the ball.
Daniel, 100 boost, grabs mid, turns
Uh-oh.
instantly. Firstkiller, great challenge, but he's lost a lot of boost for his troubles there. Back left will be open. He wants it. Dan knows he wants it and just turns it on him.
I'm
Gets
stupid.
the bump in the
Daniel's
corner
got the tie.
and outsmarts him there.
Yeah, Firstkiller committed to it. I mean, he telegraphed where he was going with his flip, so Daniel knew exactly what to do. And yeah, for another tie game, this feels like, we keep saying it, these game 3s feel like must win, so your best of 7 reverse sweeps are so difficult, but especially with the level these
Nice
guys
ball.
are at
That's
in ones.
so open for
Bump,
FK.
Firstkiller. That's
Yeah.
going to be a goal down the other
Good
way. There you go.
bump.
Dan gets a bump, then FK responds with one of his own. He has had the win for the majority of the time off these kickoffs, and there it is again. Gets a great bump, secures the goal, easy as you like. And a lot of goals scored here. We saw it over a half a game of Rocket League to go, game number 3.
Yeah, they've ended up in a bit more of a fight for the midfield. Firstkiller in the first and second game just kind of let Daniel come at him, but now he knows that's not
Oh, wow.
gonna work. He
Daniel
needs to
up
get out
early.
there, and fight him earlier, but even
Daniel's
if he does,
got
Daniel
it.
just
My
resets
goodness.
over him. I mean, there's so much height
Neubauer,
on
thank you for the
flip
gifted
reset.
sub.
Firstkiller just
Appreciate you,
simply
brother.
cannot cover
Thanks for the
that entire
support.
angle.
There's a bit of Naopo about this, just how automatic the flip reset is. Look how quickly he can scoop that ball up, and it just pops and bounces off that underside of the car. Great reset from Dan. Firstkiller with the challenge again. I love that he's being more aggressive in midfield, but he's still just giving that little bit of space for Dan to work with. Love for him to either sit a little bit closer.
Nice, dude. Just a
Dan
clean
this time.
challenge.
He's changed up the angle. Instant
Too
challenge, no
easy.
respect. Catches Firstkiller out.
Yeah, Firstkiller straight down the line. Daniel in
Just a good
plain sight
challenge.
just goes straight for the ball. You just threw that one in there, and even regardless of whether or not that works, that's memorable. Firstkiller's going to be thinking Daniel could be challenging at any time. He just gunned it for the ball while I had it fully under control. Firstkiller maybe getting a little bit tripped there.
It's not
Recovers
on,
well
is it?
and
Oh.
pings it towards the net.
That is
Daniel
wide
did not
open.
realize how
Yeah.
fast Firstkiller
He went for
recovered off
boost.
that first touch. It looked like he was expecting Firstkiller to be late back, but yeah, Firstkiller able to
Money.
roll through the boost and get straight back to the ball with no delay.
Yeah, it was just how he flipped through that ball, landing on the side wall, straight on net. Dan. Really a
Neubauer
massive
with another
misplayer.
gifted.
Not
My
sure
goodness.
He's disrespected Firstkiller
Thank you for
a
the
little
gifted
bit,
sub,
but he has
boss.
almost won the kickoff. Firstkiller making a habit out of this sort of a play here, and he's just launched it downfield. Love the Firstkiller off the kickoff. He can lose.
Firstkiller's got to make sure he doesn't get demoed. Who got demoed?
It's off the kickoff.
Oh.
He gets the boost, gets the ball, and a
That was
no
close.
problem from Dan
Wow.
as Firstkiller gets space on the ball. 6-6, takes it upstairs.
He's got it.
it over the top,
No
but he's missed the
No
double.
boost though for Daniel.
Yeah, bumped there by Daniel, I think, onto Firstkiller as he was about to pass over him. Daniel's no problem.
All the
Probably
time in the
indicates as
world.
well before that he thinks he
Dude,
got
he
the
just
demo
bangs
on
it away.
Firstkiller, who steered into
I feel like
him.
that is one of the biggest differences between EU and NA. And you guys can say agree or disagree, or I mean maybe you don't have an opinion. But I feel like Europe, I feel like they hold on to the ball so much more. I feel like in NA we see so many instances where they just boom the ball away. Like they have possession and they just boom it. And like I'm sure it's because they're trying to like catch their opponents off guard or something, but I swear like EU does such a better job of just holding on to the ball. Whereas I feel like in NA, I feel like they just boom it. Like so he just booms it. That's a good boom. It's a great touch. But still, I don't know. I feel like they give away the ball a lot more.
Trying to keep the pressure on. Look at Dan trying to play with that spacing.
Oh!
50 straight into his own net.
Firstkiller has the answer.
The aggression from Firstkiller. We're wondering who's going to switch up first, who's going to go away from that fake challenge, shadowing playstyle. They've both actually done it in the same game.
Nature, I don't know if it's sent or not, but I don't see it. But I would very much like to see it.
First time it looks like he will, have a really good chance of controlling the end of a game.
Yeah, he's right in this one, but Dan with the delayed kickoff.
That ball is never coming.
Is it in the room?
When is it coming back?
Good touch.
The ball
what was that?
The ball did not appreciate gravity in the slightest and has rebelled against it. That thing was just
like, who switched out for a balloon? What is this? Like, where's my open net? Oh, there it is. Absolutely.
Firstkiller gives up a goal.
Find it. Okay, fine. It's 7-7. I did want to mention Daniel delaying a kickoff is actually very smart as well. As you guys know, Firstkiller's been wave dash recovering off a bunch of kickoffs, so delayed kickoff always messes with the player who's doing that. And for now, let's see if Firstkiller even bothers when it's 7-7, 26 seconds left. He
gets the mid.
Sticking to it.
He's got possession.
In fact, Daniel probably won't send a balloon to the moon once again.
So I see, like, just, I don't know. I feel like you just don't see that.
He's going to control him on the backboard. He has wasted a lot of boost on this. Firstkiller's going to look to turn this around straight away.
Ginger with the 2-month resub. Thank you, boss.
He wants the last play of the game. He's going ceiling. He's going to reset. He misses everything and hands it straight to Daniel.
The
ball again. He's just stuck in the air.
We're going
How did it not hit
overtime.
the ceiling and bounce down?
Ginger, thank you for the 2 months, homie.
Changed. I'm checking if there's any mutators on.
Neubauer with the gifted as well.
Big delay kick on by Daniel. I know he misses the net, but Firstkiller.
I missed it. I gotta lock in.
He knew it was bouncing up. Good read. I mean, Daniel, twice late in the game here, has caught Firstkiller out with delayed kickoffs, but Firstkiller wins the game anyway. Daniel misses a couple of opportunities there.
Firstkiller bounces back.
And we will not have a sweep in the preliminary final.
I was a little distracted there, but I saw that last goal. Firstkiller gets on the board, and now he's down 1-2. It's game 4. Daniel versus Firstkiller. Firstkiller getting a huge game 3 win. But it's time for game 4. Let's go.
Not defended his title just yet, and he's looking to take it even further. He's one reset there.
Cheer 100.
That was almost nuts.
Daniel for setting up a point-blank range flick in.
Well, Assassin, I see you on kick, brother.
Yeah,
I appreciate you stopping in, boss.
Have any respect for that? Just watched it hit the bar.
Firstkiller with the challenge here. Dan
appreciate you tuning in with the kind words. Thank you for the positivity, brother. Oh, he missed the boost. Daniel, puts it high. Double tap. What a save!
Firstkiller pre-jumps the second touch. Huge save.
Heavy hit from Firstkiller, denied by Daniel. Great read where that shot was headed. Firstkiller with a fake ceiling challenge. He's actually flying back down to the ground. Daniel likewise. Booms the bar. It's bounced a little bit downwards, but not enough for Daniel to read it and follow up with a point-blank range shot. And Firstkiller just jumped clean over the ball. He must have thought Daniel was about to launch this. Firstkiller's Garmin affected by the zero gravity just sent himself to the stratosphere with that challenge.
He was expecting the biggest hit you've ever seen.
Brother, I appreciate the update. I can't even imagine that, brother. I am so sorry.
Talk about a free goal there, Firstkiller. We saw it before, taken to the skies. Dan faked another touch, so let's be ready for that. But he has got the shot back, got the goal back off the kickoff.
I think this slow play from Firstkiller is so big because I think it's easy to want to just shoot it right away, but I think he knows Daniel's close, so he waits to shoot it, keeps control. Daniel flies by, then he puts the flick on. It's those little things, man. It's just those little micro decisions that separate these guys from the rest of the pack.
Firstkiller too smart, just takes one touch and then gets the save. Now air dribble off the double. Oh my goodness, the dunk as well.
No
double
pain
with
at
the
the second
ceiling by Firstkiller. Air dribbles into
that's still tough though,
a
brother.
massive dunk on Daniel.
Yeah, that's nice there from
Good dunk from FK.
The fact that he faked it, he could bring it below the level of his car. And that just meant that Dan could not clear that.
What's the Rocket League equivalent of getting nutmegged? I'd probably say getting faked. Especially if it's on like the goal line. I would say it's probably getting faked.
Firstkiller gets another one off the kickoff, however. And that is going to be 3-1 for FK. He was 2-0 down in the series. After getting that game 3 win, it looks like he's picked up a lot of confidence from that. Here we go, another kickoff. Does Dan have any variability, any adaptation to the kickoffs? Because right now, he's Firstkiller winning them. There we go, a win for Dan. Grabs boost, grabs ball, takes it upstairs. There's the reset. First
Daniel,
Killer staying
what a
low.
read.
Another one, and First Killer meets him again. Gets the win.
Yeah, double reset attempted by Daniel.
It's awkward, though.
A bit of a tricky setup there.
Oh.
And now the pop by First Killer is so much higher than Daniel expected, but Daniel
What a recovery, though.
safe from the attempted bump. First Killer really turning this series around, though. That's when we thought Daniel's going to run away with it. It's starting to look a lot closer. These fake challenges by First Killer are really slowing down Daniel's progress and making him think twice about continuing these flight paths. And it doesn't look like much, but First Killer's fake challenge on the ceiling there, that's what brought Daniel down to the ground, and that's what made him, you know, not really have to worry about the aerial game. Just stick a challenge in the ground.
Well, thanks so much to the Galaxy on TikTok. Let's get some W's in the chat. On TikTok, please, for Will. Thank you so much, brother.
That aerial and challenge him and say, well, if you want to do that, come and meet me in the air.
No demo.
Every time that has worked out for Here it is again. That shot just goes wide. It looked almost centimeter perfect there from Daniel. Early flick, fake challenge First Killer, and more great defense. And that's been probably the difference so far. His defense has been better from FK, but he does get a great 50
That's such a good play from Daniel.
Gets one back, lead down to 2.
Yeah, big time block there by Daniel. First Killer slammed the ball with all the momentum he could generate. Daniel cancelled it out, just sponged it all up and then sent the ball into the open net. It's still First Killer who's swung the game and the series into his favor, it would seem, but Daniel has a lot of time to
I don't know,
nice
stuff like that. Like just a lot of those insta shots.
What transition by First
that
Killer.
are pretty easily saved a lot of the times, I feel like.
Just getting a save across his own goal and then recovering to threaten a
and like that.
attack.
You see what I'm saying?
Well,
I feel like I know ball. And I think that's one of the biggest differences.
One's career till now. Just one of the best in the world at doing
save.
that on repeat and never overextending, but he might not want it badly.
Yeah,
Daniel
good finish from
Daniel within
one.
That'd
been nuts if he got that, man.
He got the bump as well. First Killer seemed, not sure if he got the flip reset or not. He went for the fake. Maybe he didn't quite land it, but either way, wasn't the correct option. Definitely needed to see if he could put that one top corner. Dan on the counter, gets the bump, gets the goal. All of a sudden, a 4-1 lead. Cut back to 4-3.
First Killer skips away from him. Decides to cut in field. It's a great first
nice
touch,
save, might be open for Daniel.
Make a quick enough move afterwards. First Killer with the offload to Daniel. Way to defend his back corner boost. Now the counter attack starts for First Killer. He's into the air. Double tap.
What a read from Daniel.
Blocked by Daniel, and he's caught First Killer as well. Killed his momentum.
No boost.
And he has all the time in the world
Daniel's
to
got
tie the game, which he does.
Yeah, First Killer just looking so slow on the recovery, but it's because of what Dan did down the other end there. And look how quickly he was able to grab that corner boost, sweep around the right side, put the one back in the net. 4-4, 2 minutes. That's a pretty scoreboard right now. Looks neat. Looks tight.
It is. I like it. Very organized. All right, First Killer. Trying to keep pressure on Daniel. Wave dash recovery getting shrugged off. Daniel actually just putting himself in the firing line there, but you managed to keep control of his car.
Good challenge from FK. Should be an open net for him.
First Killer is unbelievable. He crosses
5-4.
no man's land in the blink of an eye and dispossesses Daniel.
Just sneaks up on you when you're not expecting it. Look at the pre-flip. Just completely changing up the pace on Dan, who looked like he was ready to set up a nice little bounce dribble shot. But this is what we spoke about at Dan in the first couple of games. And, you know, if you give him space, he's going to get to work. First Killer now, challenging more in midfield, bringing himself out of net, not just sitting on the goal line, trying to defend those last-ditch efforts as Dan has a reset.
Easy save.
Again, great touch from First Killer.
First Killer trying to create some space here at the left side of the pitch. Daniel cuts him off and actually pinches it into a position he could play.
Yeah, dodge a demo.
He's messed up his wave dash. First Killer will take his time to set up his next attacking play. It's a reset from pretty close range.
Nice,
Top corner finish.
What
First
a
Killer
good shot.
Completely outplays Daniel on that occasion. Daniel just not getting up quickly enough. His fake jump really didn't accomplish anything, and he couldn't get in the way.
Daniel almost had it too. That's a crazy thing.
Truly online.
That's a crazy thing.
Is that man First Killer? And this time, as soon as
what
he gets a
flavor we
reset,
got?
I mean, he's
Black
just
and
so
blueberry.
solid in the edge.
Black and blueberry. You can't read it. It's blurry. I know. I'm sorry. Big fan though.
Winning that kick off the bat. Has to get to work now. Just over a minute left. Takes it upstairs. No reset yet. There's the reset. Instant shot.
My word.
An instant top corner goal.
Well, it's a flip reset 1v1 all of a sudden. First Killer's backed off and let Daniel have this one.
Gosh, that's so clean,
no
dude.
recovering from that position.
Goodness.
The amount of time between Daniel landing the reset and the ball crossing the goal line such a small window for Firstkiller to react to. He might have no, he has bumped Daniel off the boost here, so it will be Daniel.
Oh, he don't, it's open!
Firstkiller went for it. Super risky shot. Daniel saw it coming.
So greedy from FK.
Tried to surprise him with that one, but Daniel was prepared.
He cannot be doing that up a goal under a minute left. He had this game under wraps, and he's just let him in with a freebie here.
Having a good week.
Firstkiller think he could just sneak one more, perhaps getting a little bit greedy there, trying to secure that game.
Yeah, they're very behind, Jim.
And he's lost the lead. Has to work hard again.
Yeah, I mean, Daniels is such a great player when it comes to awareness. He's fought for the back corner boost here. In fact, he almost had an opening for the shot. He probably did, but it's a very difficult shot to take. Firstkiller off the back wall now with the reset again. Daniel's not challenging, and it's gone in as a result. 7-6. Both players producing unstoppable flip resets. I mean, with the very defensive stance, it really is up to the attacker to decide whether it's a goal or not. And with execution like this, you're going to see a lot of goals.
Hey, he's certainly been playing better. It just let Dan in on that previous goal, but he's done well to get it back here. More mechanics, and here we go again. Kickoff win, 100 boost, up in the air, ceiling reset. It's automatic. There's the shot. Dan's right there. Goal line save this time. Firstkiller not quite getting the ball close enough to be threatening to Daniel. 20 seconds. What can Dan do? Can he bring the 3-1 lead? He's up in the air. He's got a reset. Firstkiller's in big trouble if he uses the top spin. What a save from Firstkiller. That might be that game 4 under wraps here.
Yeah, it's just a 10-second left in the game. Firstkiller doesn't need to even shoot this, but he's going to drive ahead of it and bump Daniel just in case there's any thought of him saving this one.
Daniel calls next.
And
he leaves. He leaves the match. Are we seeing the Batmobile from Dan? We may never know. We'll soon find out. I misspoke. Firstkiller ties it up 2-2. It's game 5. We're tied 2 apiece. After Firstkiller bounces back.
I don't know if he's listening to the stream.
Let's see how game 5 goes.
That should be his coach. I feel like he's listening to me right now as there's the pitch of the goal, of the kickoff, should I say, with the demo. Ka-chow in the net.
Right, you should test it. Tell him to do something. See if he's listening.
It's a different Fennec. Not the Batmobile, unfortunately.
Delayed kickoff from Firstkiller.
Not the Batmobile, unfortunately.
Absolutely no chance.
Well, there you go. He's definitely listening if he executes that.
Wait
a second! Now, wait a minute! What on earth is happening?
I don't believe it. I mean, it didn't,
and gentlemen,
it didn't work, but that's hilarious.
I am actively coaching Firstkiller whilst casting this final. I may be solely responsible for this 2-game comeback.
Say more. Tell him more. What else should he do?
Hang on, let's just let it rest for a second a minute.
Coached by CJ, that's funny.
I'm gonna give away all the magic right here. Either he's listening. I think he can get this one around.
Oh
no, he should pass to himself and then score the open net.
Nice.
That's much smarter. Daniel loses his lead 1-1. Firstkiller. A really good idea there, actually, to threaten the near post with the hook shot and then just rebound it in with confidence.
Unheard of kickoff strategies from Firstkiller. Time the obs for just the stock standard, both players.
What a high flick, goodness.
Let me try and cut this one back on net.
Oh, what a save.
Dan's right there. Didn't quite get the distance to the back post.
Nice. I don't think it's open.
I love these challenges from Firstkiller. He has been listening to me.
Never mind,
he's
it's
got
so
to go
open.
again because he's just not respecting Daniel at all in midfield.
I didn't realize how far out of it Daniel was off this touch. I thought he was going to be back. But no, he was so far out of the play, dude. Wow.
In the past, the players Daniel has struggled against the most are the players who don't respect him, just charge in and get in his face. He's not had a player like that challenge him that much recently, at least not in this tournament. But Firstkiller's doing it right now. He's
missing the boost.
As aggressively as he can. He's just getting in anytime he sees an opening. And it's now Daniel
using a lot of his boost.
Firstkiller has the lead for the first time in the series.
Extreme, welcome back on kick, brother.
Fully in front, game plus. Series score plus game
Good
score.
Good touch from Dan. He's got the tie, no problem.
Completely tied up. He rolls through that one. Open net. Firstkiller just possession there. Didn't quite get the reset that he wanted. Dan with a fantastic challenge coming off that backboard.
That was kind of cool.
It's back to 2-2.
Daniel wants to stop Firstkiller's momentum. mean, it really is all about early outplays because Firstkiller is all over him. He has to get the outplay early. He needs to make his move faster. You know, one of the other things he could be doing is something we've already seen him do, and that's just shoot the ball immediately. Just every now and then, just boom a shot on target, send a flick on target.
Starfighter! What a name! What a save from Daniel!
He almost had it.
Star, thank you so much for the 6-month prime.
There.
I hope you're doing well, having a good
Daniel
week.
Is
appreciate you coming in, boss.
He's up. He's assuming it's on target every time.
Yeah, and Dan just looks a little bit rattled at the moment by Firstkiller's change up of style. He's certainly just not getting his time to just walk around the pitch.
Easy save. Easy save.
As he pleases. Here we go again. Dan throwing the ball away, and that's what happens when
push over. Thank you for the brand new prime.
These touches.
I see you just followed as well, so welcome into the community. I appreciate you supporting the channel. Thank you so much.
And here goes Firstkiller again. Top corner.
What a save, dude.
From Dan. Had to get right into that.
The
net, pop over the top, and Firstkiller get around it. No, he's been bumped. He's going to grab the corner boost.
Interesting.
And keep that pressure on.
Yeah, you know that's the I think the deviation.
Oh, what a demo!
Clear deviation.
It's so open.
Grab, it helped him, but
dude, that was a good demo from Daniel.
Also going to be scoring off the back of this. You know, we were talking earlier on about
I don't know how he reached him.
Differences of the boost.
That was kind of nuts.
About like Firstkiller historically all about keeping his boost tilt and his speed up. But yeah, by going for that
a yellow hype chain right now.
Briefly, and that
no way.
Made sure that there was no threat.
I have no idea.
And as soon as you're not threatening anything, you're not threatening a goal or an outplay. Or
yeah, those are some W sub names. Oh my goodness,
yeah.
what a touch.
Back into the game, and now Daniel is very
maybe
much
it's just
back
all
into the
day
game and leading it. Perfect flick to the top corner, makes it 4-2.
Yeah, and this is Exhibit A of give Dan space. He finds top corner every single time. So
Johnny, thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, Zuke mentioned that earlier. I wonder if they're just doing some sort of thing today.
Hard to get that ball, keep that ball out of your net. It's a play like Dan. Here we go again. Firstkiller probably could have taken that to the back corner, but he's given the ball to Dan.
Nice save, but he's still in net.
Flick that time. Firstkiller still with boost in net. Dan
nice save, but he's still in net.
Firstkiller has held on to. Now we'll know because he's grabbed the 100. And look at the slice and dice. Hang on a minute. He's left it to the last moment, made the save. Dan almost creating something out of nothing.
Well, that was absolutely terrifying. Firstkiller is waiting to see if the ball was going to cross the line. It was definitely going to. He managed to get the save. It's
oh my gosh, dude. Firstkiller just can't get it out of his own half.
Break free. He was able to close the distance there before Daniel turned and presented a threat. Now here he comes. Going the other way, leaning forward. He couldn't get the reset there. It was just a bit too far away from him. And now the boost runs out.
Daniel's got an open net, pressure.
And it's 5-2. So the end of this race around the pitch, Daniel manages to produce a perfect touch. Look at that bounce into the back corner.
Yeah, he just turned too wide there, Firstkiller, and Daniel is seeing that happen. Just cuts around it, finds the angle, changes up the pace. Again,
thank you again for the hype train. I appreciate you guys.
There's only a minute left, and Dan is going to take this one back for the first time today. We're seeing some genuine time wasting.
Daniel trying to frustrate Firstkiller. Firstkiller has got the ball off of him.
All right,
it's come back to ball
game. Well, you know, that was not the latest time in the game that we've seen. It's not unfathomably boring territory. You know, the game is on. So, you know, if you're dribbling it back with this much time left, you better be careful. Now you got to defend against a kickoff as well. And this one has gone a little bit in Firstkiller's favor. He's able to wave dash and Daniel trip him up. Daniel's still all over him, but the boost has ran out. It's Firstkiller on the counter quickly down the middle.
And he's just throwing it straight on there. Dan
good save.
Grabs corner boost as well, but Firstkiller still in the attack. Takes it upstairs. Dan pre-jump. Has now gone back to the ground. Firstkiller needs a big reset and one more. That's still a save by Dan.
Crazy.
Even though Firstkiller got the extra touch.
And Daniel's looking to slot from distance, but he's missed it. Oh, he plays for the demo though. What a read by Daniel. And he's going to slow play the next goal as well.
Daniel.
Firstkiller
surely that's next, right? Maybe not.
Take the ball the other way, trying to take control. Daniel just goes for the demo. That's such a productive use of his time there, because instead of trying to read the bounce or trying to read what Firstkiller's going to do, he just goes for the demo. Just leave the ball to do his thing. Demo, and now he's on the home straight for game 5.
Sometimes you just got to get rid of that, man.
Hold on.
Firstkiller.
That's a weak shot. Oh, that's a weak clear though. Okay.
He gets a fake underneath. He gets one back.
Very nice.
Hold on.
Firstkiller here.
What's up, Fresh? Welcome back, brother.
The most height on it, but that might have actually helped him, because that's a difficult shot to clear. I mean, you can't crossbar pinch it. You can't really take control of it. It's high enough that you have
No
to
way,
jump, but
right?
you can't hit it into
No
your
way,
crossbar.
right?
Widow actually might be genius placement there, even though it's kind of
Oh, he didn't get the
further away
boost.
from a goal.
Okay,
Ah,
now wait a
that's
second.
gotta be
How did
GG.
Daniel get this mid boost? Firstkiller was well and truly in front of him on that corner, and
he
he's
flipped
flipped
over
over the
it.
top of him and still got the goal as well.
That's gotta be game, dude.
That kickoff has
That's
decided
gotta be game.
game number 5.
Yeah, that decides whether there's a comeback or not.
Wow.
I mean, Firstkiller's going to go for it. 3 goals, 14 seconds. Daniel didn't even want to try 2 goals in 7. You need a kickoff goal at one of the goals here. This is a strong possession. If this is a goal,
I mean,
which it is,
I mean,
okay,
it's
now you
just,
need to
it's
kick
just
off.
not.
If you're 3 goals down in this kind of time frame, you need one of them to be a kickoff goal, one of them to be a strong kickoff possession. Then you've got a 0-second play. So needs to be a
There's
kickoff
just
goal
no
here.
way, dude.
CJ, what do you do?
I am
Well, Daniel called
100%
next in this
not
situation.
Yeah.
So
a
let's see if
believer.
Firstkiller can prove him wrong.
So
And
you
I
use
would.
your strategy to
I
delay.
love a delay kickoff.
No, he goes for the win.
No,
It's not
I
gonna
said it
work.
too
Daniel's
late.
solid.
Yeah.
I said it too late.
Yeah,
You
there it is.
can
Okay.
message me right now
Okay.
saying, what's going on?
Just
Come
like
on.
that, Daniel
did not
gets
let me know
himself
what was
double
happening.
match point. He's up 3-2. Firstkiller, gotta win these next 2 because he is down 3-2 in the series. Let's go, Daniel. Let's go, Firstkiller. Let's go, Rocket League.
Yeah, he's gonna
Give us a game 7.
straight
I
down
think he
into the
missed.
net, or is he going to
Or-
just clear that one
Ah.
to the corner? Firstkiller's grab boost as
This
well.
is rigged.
At a certain goal. That's not the best start if you want to be locking down this one in 6. FK.
Oh, Daniel!
Dan has made about
Rigged.
18
Confirmed.
mistakes in 21 seconds
It's
here. He's
confirmed
also missed
rigged.
this one and put it into
Can I
his
get a
own net.
rigged in the
Firstkiller
chat?
gets the flip. It wasn't that powerful, but
Daniel.
he did go for the
Oh.
bump.
I mean, yeah, Daniel definitely jumped the wrong way there. He probably, I mean, he could have done a better job trying to save it. That was not even close, but it was still a great shot by Firstkiller. Put him under a lot of pressure. Daniel's floating challenge did not slow him down at all. This is the
Oh,
reality
that's a good
situation
answer
is
from
Daniel's
Daniel.
still
That's a
pretty-
good answer.
Pretty good at ball
Good
control
answer.
and still able to produce that same ball control, even when he himself has started the game poorly.
Just still automatic on those flip resets. It is instantaneous. I feel like he's got a separate button that he presses as soon as he finds that flip, pops it off the card, gets the win, and gets the kickoff win. The next instance as well. Here we go. What's he got
Nice,
installed? Goes up
dude.
the top early.
Daniel
Pop.
just looks
Firstkiller
better
with
right
the
now,
instant
man.
challenge.
He just looks
This
better.
time Dan's ready.
Yeah, not a bad idea by Firstkiller. Just a very blatant
quick
challenge
pop.
there. Maybe slight
Good play from
hesitation in the
Daniel.
approach, just a small fake.
Someone on
Eventually-
Twitch redeemed for me to cast the game for a minute. So here we go. 40 seconds into game 6, and it is all Dan the man. I shouldn't say that. Firstkiller's got a goal, but the last couple of goals have all been Daniel's. We get a resub, but we're focused on Dan's possession.
Hey man,
As he gets the
HRU.
corner. I'm doing so good, Kratos. Thank you for the 13-month resub. Hope you're having a great week. As Daniel finds a great save out of his half. Firstkiller keeping up the pressure, and he'll answer back. First minute down, and we're tied 2-2. That's a good save from Daniel. But Firstkiller just gets that touch on the corner. I don't think Daniel expected it. And Firstkiller able to tie the game. Kratos, again, seriously, thank you for the 13 months, man. I appreciate you supporting the stream for so long. Can Firstkiller force a game 7? Or do we see Daniel advance to the grand finals? Who do you guys want to win this game? Maybe you want Daniel to win the series, but you want Firstkiller to force a game 7. You let me know. Who do you want to win this game? As Firstkiller goes for a bump, he's not going to find it. Daniel, a great save. But Firstkiller able to recover in time as the ball goes to his corner. He'll get the corner boost and pop it up to himself. Daniel patiently waiting for his chance, and he gets the touch. Firstkiller gets his corner boost on the way out. Doesn't find the bump, though, and Daniel will get that mid boost as he goes right behind Firstkiller. Daniel lingering, lurking, menacingly. As Firstkiller finds a bump, but the ball's in the corner. Probably not going to be open for FK. So he gets a lot of good touches. Daniel, well on boost. Now he controls it. An early flick from Dan. Well saved by Firstkiller. The Firstkiller on the wall is a little awkward for FK. Daniel rips a shot on. Firstkiller able to save it, no problem. And with 3 minutes left, the score remains tied 2-2.
Additional match point.
There you go.
Yeah, Dan now. He's just given the ball by Firstkiller, who is just fake
Oh,
challenging.
he
He's
missed!
been caught out again. It's the perfect
Firstkiller
shot off
says
the side
okay.
post. Firstkiller, the moment of hesitation yet again has proved costly. Dan gets the lead back.
Yeah, Firstkiller
Oh, he just
kind of
missed.
just waiting for that one. That was a full-on shadow play. You know, he's keeping Daniel guessing, but Daniel seems to be one step ahead of him. He's guessing correctly every time. Now the ball goes towards Daniel's back corner, but that's fine. He's going to be there to take it when it does arrive in the back corner. More than that,
dude, Daniel is popping off
the middle.
here.
Firstkiller thought Daniel was coming for
good,
him.
boss. Good to see you, man.
Plays the ball and scores.
Just runs that ball in. Firstkiller, you can see he's in a world of hurt there in the offensive end. Dan's transition straight down. 4-2. 2 minutes 44 away from moving straight through.
Plenty of game left here. No need to panic if you're first killer.
Final Salt Mine number 3. Can Dan be the first person in Salt Mine North America
no way, that's
to
open.
eliminate Firstkiller?
Close.
Yeah, Firstkiller's never
not open.
Lost in situations like this. He's always thrived. Daniel, his greatest test in 1v1.
Dude, Daniel's just got his number.
He is starting to get those outplays in the early challenges. Daniel, Firstkiller. You know, mix those in games 3 and 4. It's a great success.
Oh, that might be open.
He's got the speed.
He's got it. Okay.
Yes, he does. Firstkiller slots perfectly.
1 goal game.
He's back within a goal.
Part of me thought that was open for Daniel earlier, but I guess it wasn't.
You see Dan just getting caught under it. Perhaps not quite ready, not quite having the reactions for Firstkiller to be so fast. Letting that ball bounce off the bar as well. Firstkiller back to 1. Everything on the line. Dan delayed kickoff. He's been learning from my coaching manual.
W Bob.
He's fuck. You definitely will be. We'll be able to. That's true.
There's Dan.
Just gotta be careful, man. He wants to be so aggressive, but Daniel's got him red every single time.
Huge flick over the top. FK. Nice
no boost for Firstkiller. He's on empty.
It down the line. Dan with a huge pinch off.
Just needs to go back, man.
Into that attack.
Yeah, Firstkiller's really trying to pretend that he had any boost at all there. Back Daniel up.
Nice save. He's got no boost though, dude. It's all Daniel right now.
On the back foot, he's air dribbling to force Firstkiller's last boost to be used defensively.
Daniel's got a 2-goal lead.
When the boost runs out, 5-3. Daniel gave Firstkiller no time to path around the box for small pads. He's only able to get 2.
Great dunk from Daniel.
Enough.
Yeah, Firstkiller had no boost in offense and then no boost in defense either. He had a serious problem collecting those big pads, those big boys. Couldn't get 100 in the tank, but this time he does grab that mid boost. Wants to be straight on the attack. Needs to get one back pretty quick here. Could be the final game for him, but there's the ultimate mistake.
Yeah, Firstkiller's just not
in offense. Dan still delaying.
Firstkiller does not
every
look good, man.
It's
all
important.
Daniel right now.
Feels time off the clock there. 3-goal lead to Daniel. He's a minute 20 away, ladies and gents, from moving on to the grand final.
And he finished the job. Firstkiller with a couple of mistakes, being punished by Daniel every time. And the job is definitely far from finished. Firstkiller fought till the very last second of the last game. Flip reset.
Nice. It's another. Oh, never mind. Good recovery.
Covers the dunk underneath as well. Firstkiller has to take the ball all the way back to his half.
A minute now. Firstkiller has to get to work. We need to see more pressure. He's got to go for everything. There we go. The bumps can open up space. He's going instantly down on net.
Side.
And does lock in the goal. It's back to 2. He's certainly not out of this one yet.
Hold on.
So much power by Firstkiller. With that first touch, it gave him all the power he needed with his second touch.
That was a good chip.
Low underneath Daniel.
Chip.
Final minute upon
Call
us.
it a ruffle sour cream and onion.
Is this the end of Firstkiller's Salt Mine 3 run? Or does he have more
good
left
fake
in
from
him? It's
Daniel.
a big kickoff by Daniel, completely catching Firstkiller by surprise, but the second touch is heavy. Firstkiller's now able to enter the play and take the possession away.
Dan being very passive here. He knows he's in the lead, but getting caught out. He does touch a backboard, misses a touch. He's fallen off, and Firstkiller thought he saw an angle bottom right. Dan knew he was going there as well. Gets the touch, 30 seconds. Firstkiller's turned him inside out, but missed a shot on net. That could have been the goal back.
Firstkiller's back wall bumped it, but Daniel shrugs it off and keeps on chugging along.
Bro, that was open for Firstkiller.
Hanging on with a clear. Firstkiller countering down the middle. Daniel pounces on it. You read that counter attack well.
And this is going to be it. It's now or never for Firstkiller. It might be his last attack here. He's trying to slice and dice. He's wave dashing,
Daniel
but he's been demoed. And Daniel will be the first player from North America to move through to the grand final. He's knocked out Firstkiller, the first player to do it in this region. And he's put in an impressive performance.
Firstkiller says GG's, bro. Good luck. A good series, but at the end of the day, it's Daniel in 6.